Yo, what's good? It's King Kai. In today's video, I wanted to talk about what it feels like to be ugly. See, it's something that I think that a lot of you could probably relate to, not because I think that you're ugly or anything, but I'm just saying that a lot of us have had glow-ups in our SI journey, right? There has been a point where we didn't really feel the most attractive, and then over time we start bettering ourselves, and then we glow the hell up. And I wanted to talk about what it feels like to be ugly. Now, I don't think right now, at this very moment, that I'm an ugly guy. But a long time ago, I truly did. Man, if I go all the way back to elementary school, I used to hate my dark skin. I really did. I used to think that, like, what's wrong with me? Like, why is my skin so dark? I used to go in the bathroom and scrub my hands really hard with, like, hot water because I thought that, okay, my skin isn't light. Like, what's wrong with mine? That makes sense. And I wasn't really picked by people. I wasn't the most attractive. I got passed up by women, girls, because you're in school. I got passed up by girls all the time, and I was thinking, okay, I must be an ugly ass dude, right? And also, it doesn't help that I was a black kid around a bunch of white people, so I was thinking, okay, I must be different. I must be not attractive compared to the rest, but that's not necessarily the case, and it's not a really good thing to grow up with because it just completely shatters your self-esteem. And if you're like me and didn't get a whole lot of reassurance from the closest people around you, then it's only going to solidify that idea in your head. Now, when I was a lot younger, again, like I said, I just felt super unattractive. And what that does, it makes you feel like less of an option. It makes you feel like invisible. And it makes you feel that you're not someone who's worth pursuing. And that can put a serious damper on your self-perception. And that even has gone into adulthood in certain times. There are certain times I thought that, hey, I might not be all this work that I'm doing, I still might not be attractive because I'm not used to getting as much validation as I would have liked. But I've gotten to a point where I've learned that you can't rely on validation from the outside if you're going to want to feel happy, okay? I was thinking all the time, like, okay, I will feel better about myself when this person tells me that I'm attractive, when she tells me that I look good, or when these people say, hey, I like your clothes, or whatever the hell. My happiness was dependent on that validation externally. But now it's gotten to a point where I've accepted almost basically all of my flaws. I've accepted everything that is good and bad about me, and that is the best way to help cultivate a sense of self-acceptance. And I wish the same for you. Now, if you feel like an ugly guy or ugly girl at that matter, this might be an effect of waiting for validation from other people. And I suggest that you take some time to yourself and like start implementing some self-care routines. Now, by self-care, I'm not talking about a bunch of crystals and candles and shit. I'm talking about actual self-help practices. So, for example, okay, this one is kind of like cliche, but taking a bath. Ever taken a bath? When was the last time you took an actual bath? Like, that feels hella nice. Like, just sitting in the hot bubbly water, and like you start to decompress, and also learning how to identify when you start to feel sad, when you start to feel like depressed, or you start to feel intrusive. Like, your brain starts to feel more intrusive. Take some time to yourself and like dive into your thoughts. Write them down on some piece of paper. Like, this is very generic shit, but I feel like a lot of you could probably relate to this. Write down your thoughts on a piece of paper and start to dive into why these thoughts are coming about, and then realize or remember or remind yourself that you should not rely on the validation of other people in order to feel whole and complete. Okay? I don't want this video to be too long, but if you ever felt ugly before, then I think this may help you. Now, if you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join my Discord server in the description. This is your Sensei King Kai. Catch you in the next one. Deuces.